Well, in the that didn't take long department, Disney has done what many of us had hoped they would do, and that is open the park anyway. Well, some of it. Starting in November, Disney is going to be reopening Buena Vista Street for shopping and dining, and we're going to tell you what and where and more next on Fresh Baked. You heard that right. This is not a drill. This is not a rumor. The Disney Parks blog has confirmed that they are going to reopen Buena Vista Street for shopping and dining. And by the way, that also includes Smoke Jumper's Grill and Grizzly Peak. So on that topic, what will be open? I would assume all of Buena Vista Street. That means Elias and Company, Julius Katz and Sons, the Kingswell Camera Shop, and Trolley Treats on Buena Vista Street proper. Then you've also got the Fiddler, Pfeiffer, and Practical Cafe, aka Starbucks. They'll also be open, as well as the Carthay Circle Lounge across the way. Can you imagine the wait for that one? I mean, because it's going to be limited capacity, I'm sure. And that was already, you had to wait sometimes an hour or more to get into that place. And one might have missed this. I missed it when I first read it. Also, the ODV carts will be there. And those are the outdoor vending carts. And that means you can buy a churro. You can buy a churro. I repeat, you can buy a churro, a Disney churro. You can also buy popcorn and ice cream in those ODV carts. And that is something that I've been a lot of us have been counting the days for us to be able to do that again, and it's very exciting. And then finally, as I mentioned earlier, you're going to be able to go to Smoke Jumper's Grill in Grizzly Peak, which is a curious thing when you think about it, because it's not part of Buena Vista Street. Also kind of curious, and it's part of kind of the same conversation, the Disney Parks blog described this as an extension. They're extending downtown Disney into Buena Vista Street. Makes me wonder if that's how they had to present it to the state of California in order to get the approval, if they needed it, I'm not sure. But it sounds like the same kind of thing that they began at Knott's Berry Farm with Taste of Calico by extending the marketplace. In fact, they phrase it this way again when they say that only the shopping and dining experiences along Buena Vista Street will be accessible from the downtown Disney district at this time, as Disney California Adventure Park is currently closed. The park is closed, but downtown Disney is open. Buena Vista Street is now part of downtown Disney. That's the way they're describing it. It's curious. And I'll mention here that because they're describing this as an extension of downtown Disney, you won't be entering from the main entrance to DCA from the Esplanade, but rather from the back entrance towards California Soarin'. Back in the day, you might remember when they were building 2.0, DCA 2.0, and the front entrance was closed. You had to enter back there where the airplane is, that you get a photo op with Goofy. That's where you'll be entering this new extension of downtown Disney. Now, I say all this because I assume, again, that's why they're entering this way, because if you were to enter from the front, it's like you're entering the park. Curious. And while we're on that line of thinking, it's useful to remember that it took Knott's only a short while to eventually open the entire park. They started with Taste of Calico, the extension of the marketplace, but then just a short while later, we had the Boardwalk open, the Fiesta Village, and then Camp Snoopy. The whole park was accessible during the last food event. So I guess what I'm saying is that I'm taking the inclusion of Smoke Jumper's Grill as a possible sign of maybe more things to come. However, there is one caveat, one catch to this idea, and that is that this is not a paid event like Taste of Calico was. This is not a paid event. They're just opening Buena Vista Street. Considering this, it may be more of a stretch to see Disney open up the rest or more or all of the rest of DCA, because I find it hard to see them kind of giving all that away for no additional. Normally that comes with the price of admission. Obviously you're getting just food and shopping. You're not getting any rides, but still there's a lot to see, a lot to take in, a lot of enjoyment to be had just by walking around DCA. So I'm going to hedge. I'm 50-50 on them growing this any further past Buena Vista Street. And maybe they do though, because I wasn't expecting them to do this. I thought for sure it would be a separate paid event rather than simply being open, but I think most of us agree we would prefer this. You don't have to go so far as to have a separate paid event, just keep things open all the time, and we'll spend a lot of money buying food and merch. Now, some of you might be wondering what took you so long. That's a good question, because I will say this. They didn't just come up with this since last Tuesday. There's no way. They're far too ready for this. They're far too prepared. I would think that they've been prepared for at least as long as that rumor that we reported about a month ago when we heard that they had been calling back cast members to restock the shelves in the gift shops on Buena Vista Street. So it's been at least that long. So they've had this on their mind. They've been thinking about it or planning it for some time now, I believe. And they've just now kind of come to the conclusion that now is the time. And I'll remind folks of a conversation that we had in a previous video about why that might have been. I have said in the past that I thought that Disney was going to be all or nothing on this, and I think Disney thought they were going to be opening, late October or November or something like this. I think they did believe that that was going to be a possibility still, and they didn't want to just tease us with an event like this. But now that they've settled into, accepted the idea that it could be a while for Disneyland to open, and if that is the case, then they simply cannot hold back anymore. They cannot wait. They have to open something, I think. Therefore, here we are on a Friday with Buena Vista Street being open. And I mean, who knows, on a short enough timeline, it may start to include Main Street at Disneyland. All right, finally, while we're all enjoying this good news, I've got just a little bit of good news for you, maybe. If you take a look at the image that was provided along with this announcement, you might notice Christmas decorations on the front of Elias & Company. That's not by accident. I do expect there to be Christmas decorations on Buena Vista Street. I don't know if that means a tree as well, but I kind of think they should, they would. Why not? You've gone this far. If you're going to go that far, I should say, to hang decorations, you might as well put up a tree. And the idea of being able to see a Disney Christmas tree during the holiday season, even the most ardent detractors of Disney wanting to open this thing up, it's got to make you feel good to know that that's a thing that exists right now. I'm really looking forward to being able to just take that in. I hope it's the case, I really do. Now, all we need is a foodie guide and a merch guide, and I think we're all set. We're gonna be able to enjoy the holidays on Buena Vista Street this year. That's great news. Otherwise, I'll be at Downtown Disney and the Esplanade this weekend to preview some of the Christmas merchandise that is already available, as well as the blue wish line. Gonna take a look at that. Might just poke my camera through the gates at DCA to see what we can see, if there's anything to sort of tease us a little further before it opens up. Until then, thank you guys very much for watching. This has made my birthday just a little bit better today. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and to hit that notification bell if you haven't already. You can also follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked and on Twitter at FreshBakedDizzy, that's fresh with no E. And if you enjoy our show and you want to help support the channel, I would ask that you consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbaked. Links below for this and more in the description. And until next time, guys, thanks again for watching. We love you. Stay safe, be kind, and fresh baked.